Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. Let's start today's video off with our current reigning Arnold Classic champion, Hadi Choopan. Hadi recently posted this up and said, repeat, repeat. So I would assume this video was prior to the Arnold Classic UK, and Hadi looks incredible here. And we can definitely see why he is currently the second best bodybuilder in the world. And I've heard a few people say that the versions of Hadi Choopan we saw at both Arnold Classics would have beat last year's version of Derek Lunsford, which I believe could be possible. But going into this year's show, Hadi is coming off 2 Arnold Classic wins with a full head of steam, really looking to get that Mr. Olympia title back. But Derek Lunsford is going to have a full year off. He also works with Honey Rambod, the same coach of Hadi Choopan. I think it's possible that Derek brings something mind-blowing. But my very, very early prediction, I think this year's Olympia is going to come back down to a 2-man call-out of Hadi Choopan and Derek Lunsford. Let me know what you guys think. Now, in the next update of the day, we have some recent updates of Rafael Brandão ahead of the Arnold Classic South America, and it looks like he's trying out some new poses. I'm really expecting Rafa to bring an even better version to the South America show than what he brought to Ohio. Him and Neil Hill really nailed it on their first show together, and as we know, when it's your first time working with a new coach, regardless how good the coach is, especially Rafa having taken a full year off, it's really hard to hit that peak, but him and Neil Hill did a pretty good job of that. And the images of Rafa going into this show, it looks like he's really going to bring the conditioning, and posing should be a little bit better as well. And also ahead of the South America show, we have a recent update from Tonio Burton. And without a doubt, I think Tonio is at his best going into this show, and it should be a pretty good matchup between him and Rafa. Tonio looks like he's pretty much added size everywhere, but his waist stayed exactly the same size. And I think Tonio is overlooked by a lot of people despite being the 8th best bodybuilder in the world. When you look at Tonio, you probably think he needs to add a little bit more size, but this guy's the 8th best bodybuilder in the world, and he wasn't even 220 on stage. Now let's switch over to the mutant Nick Walker, who recently posted up some updates. And just to go ahead and address this, Nick Walker does have a mark on his right pec. I don't think it's an injury at all, but I'll let you guys speculate about that. Nick Walker's back looks incredible here. It's quite possible that he improved it, but it could just be a better execution of the rear lat spread. We know that Nick Walker has pretty much always had trouble hitting the lat spreads. But Nick looks like typical Nick Walker, to be honest, big and conditioned. Now in the next update of the day, we have a recent update from good Vito, also ahead of the South America show, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this guy compete. And I know it's quite possible that Vito may not replicate how he looks on Instagram on the bodybuilding stage, but I really hope that he does. And I mentioned it before, none of the new IFBB pros have really let us down as far as the ones that were really hyped up. Andrew Jack, Michael Crizzo, even Carlos Thomas Jr., all of them pretty much delivered off of what we saw on Instagram. So hopefully good Vito can do the same. Let me know in the comment section below what are your expectations. And in the next update of the day, we have a recent update from Hunter Labrada. The video on the left is from 2020 and the video on the right is current. And Hunter said as a joke in the comments, he never makes improvements. But Hunter has made massive improvements since 2020, and from 2022 to 23, he made massive improvements, and we've seen the best version of him of all time at the Texas Pro. Hunter Labrada is currently the 6th best bodybuilder in the world, and he was not at his best at the Mr. Olympia. I've said it before, and I will throw up a video. I believe Hunter Labrada at the Texas Pro, that version beats Brandon Curry at the Mr. Olympia, which was 4th place. But I'm starting to sound like a Hunter fanboy, but Hunter looks pretty good. But let's go ahead and wrap up today's video here with the archive of the day. You guys let me know in the comment section below who is this bodybuilder. And as always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm Krishan from Go Fitness, and that's it. I'm out.